Hey folks, how you doing? And thanks for coming back. Or if you're here for the first time, welcome. Come on in. Come on in. This is an old man sitting in his garage. Yep, I'm the long-haired country boy. See, yeah, ponytail. I'm the long-haired country boy here in Southeast Texas with a outboard motor on a stand that I built. Thank you. I built an awesome stand. I think I've got some video or pictures of that. I built a great stand on casters that I can move around, and I can put probably a 300 horsepower on there. That's only a 150 back there. But anyhow, um, a few things to point out. Kyle Rittenhouse, the trial, it's going Kyle's way. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because that young man, 17 years old, I remember being 17, and I'm not sure that I would have grabbed my gun and run into a city on fire and did what he did. He went in with a fire extinguisher, a first aid kit, and his gun in case things got crazy. Well, of course, things got crazy because Antifa and BLM are crazy. So when you go into a situation like that, they're going to be crazy. And people were saying Rittenhouse had no purpose. He had no reason to be there. What reason did Antifa and BLM have to be there? They were pissed off about something, so they burned the city down? No, they had no reason to be there. They had their perceived purpose. They were pissed off about, forget the guy's name, that decided to go for a knife and get into a gunfight with the cops. Uh, Not registering in the highest denominator of people on the planet here. The guy made a bad decision and he got shot all to hell because he figured the cops would never shoot him, I guess, for some reason. If you're going for a weapon, the cops are going to shoot you. I've been around the block. I've been to a few rodeos. You know, if you don't have a gun already out when you're going up against a cop, and you defy them in the way that Blake, what was the name? Jason Blake, Justin Blake, whatever the guy's name was, there in Kenosha. Prepare to get shot. I mean, come on. It's just the way it is. Anyhow, on to Biden. Oh my God, why did you people vote this sorry ass excuse for a politician into office? Kind of nuts. Anything but Orange Man, I guess. Anything but Orange Man. That's all I can figure. Almost let that go out. Because, uh, let's face it, anybody who has really been paying attention and not just catching 10 minutes of the nightly news from NBC sees how bad Joe Biden is. The man he really should be at home or a nursing home. He really should be. Uh, the guy is, I doubt that he's actually the one running the country. I personally think that there's people, and probably Obama, behind the scenes pulling the strings and just using Biden, which I think is elder abuse. Just saying. I don't know. I'm not in D.C. I used to want to go to D.C. to see all the monuments and stuff, but I just see the place as a freaking cesspool. They call it the swamp, but that's a an insult to swamps. It's an insult to swamps. Here in southeast Texas, I know swamps. I've been in swamps. No, it's not a swamp. It's a cesspool. It's a freaking septic tank, is what Washington, D.C. is. Let's leave it at cesspool, because at least the cesspool can see the sky. And I guess they can still see the sky if they ever look up in D.C. Now, if they evoke the 25th and say Biden as just, he doesn't have the mental capacity anymore, let's put in Kamala. Kamala is floating around 24% approval rating. Why? Because the woman is just unfreaking likable. Ask yourself, ask your friends, ask your workmates if they like Kamala Harris. She couldn't get a point in the presidential primaries. She bowed out. She was the first to bow out. She is unlikable, and apparently doesn't want to do her job because she was the czar of the border and ignored it, and she just laughs like she's stoned. Her laugh sounds like she's just stoned all the time. She might just chomp on edibles all day. Who knows? But Harris is worthless. She was worthless in California. She's worthless on the national stage. And at this point, you skip the president and vice president. And who's president? Nancy Pelosi. Oh my God, what a nightmare. What are we supposed to do in this situation? Well, a whole bunch of Americans created this situation by just saying, Orange man bad. I don't like nasty tweets. I'm going to vote for Biden. He's got to be better. Well, look at the inflation. Look at gas. I just paid $3 a gallon. Last year I was paying $1.70. You think that's by accident? Oh, they blame it on COVID. No. COVID did not raise gas prices. COVID didn't make anybody stay at home. COVID didn't shut down businesses. Government did in their piss poor reaction to COVID, because they said, we can't let a crisis go to waste. No, you can't let that happen. Bunch of frickin' bullshit is what it was. They saw a crisis, they jumped on it, and they said, let's see how hard we can stomp on our citizens' necks and make them subservient and assume total control over this country. Because that's what's going on these days. It's not pandemic. It's not vaccines. It's not the COVID. It's control and power. That's the end goal. Control and power. They want to make sure if they can force you into a vaccine that we really don't know anything about, and you concede and say, okay, I'll go get the vaccine, they realize that they have taken away your sovereign power over your body. They have stripped your autonomy over yourself. The rest is easy. The rest is downright easy. If they convinced you that you don't have control over your own body, why would you have control over your kids, or your job, or your thoughts, or your bank account, or your house, or your dogs, or anything else. Because they've taken away the number one thing that you were born with. Your right to yourself. Those who have said, the government knows best, I'll go get the vaccine. You weren't thinking much. I remain unvaccinated. I don't feel the fear. I'm almost 60. I live 15, 20 miles out of town. I don't run across people much. I don't see a need to get it. And even if I did live inside a city, I'd say, no, screw you. I'm not here to support Pfizer or Moderna or Johnson & Johnson or any of these other companies. Because over the years, I've been around a bunch. Yeah, almost 60 years. I've seen these pharmaceutical companies put out stuff that have killed people. Not saying this vaccine's going to kill people, but I'm not going to put my undivided faith in a company that has put out products that kill people and then try to hide it and cover it up. Enough for now. I want to get on to watching some more videos, gain a little bit more insight into what's going on out in the world, because I'm out here amongst the pine trees of southeast Texas, and like I said, I don't get out much. So if you enjoyed the video, please click on some stuff below, subscribe, like, comment. Please let me know. Do you agree, disagree? Let me know. Like I said, I'm kind of isolated out here. I need to know whether I'm, I'm just a crazy old hillbilly or what. And in the meantime, please be well. Take care of yourself. Doesn't mean go out and run around with a mask and go get the jab every 2 weeks. Be well to others. Do well to others. Open a door. Say hello. Today I went into town, went to the doctor, gave me some more prescriptions for antibiotics, trying to get rid of this crap that's running down my face here. Held the door for some old folks, some black folks, some Hispanic folks. We talked to each other. We weren't at each other's throats. No one was being racist. It just doesn't happen. It's only on television where they say it happens all the time. People would look at me and say, oh, you've got a USA hat and you look like some kind of a white supremacist or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, they're a bunch of lying pieces of shit. Anyhow, be well, do well. Until the next time, until we see each other again. Be well. Oh, push this thing because I can do it without a mouse.